with former Virginia Governor George Allen and I guess Senate candidate for 2012. And I guess the interesting news this week was that Jim Webb said that he was not going to run again for his Senate seat. So first of all, did that news surprise you? And then secondly, how did it change your approach to the race?
Well, I had no control over that. I got involved in this race not to be against any one person, but rather to be fighting for the people of Virginia with good positive ideas to rein in this out-of-control spending in Washington and a positive energy policy for our country and competitive tax policy so we get more jobs created for young people, college students and future generations here in America. I respect Senator Webb's service to our country and respect the decision he undoubtedly thoughtfully made with his family, which was similar to, I'm sure, what Susan and I went through and wondering whether to get into it. And what motivates me is that 2012 will be a pivotal year. And the trajectory of our country is going to be determined by these elections. And Virginia is going to be one of those key battleground states for control of the U.S. Senate. It'll be a battleground state for president. And I've just been hearing from so many Virginians who are frustrated that Washington ignores them, their values, their views, their voices. And I'm asking the people of Virginia to hire me on again in the U.S. Senate so I can fight for them. And I think this is a time that we really can turn this country around and get it ascending and on a path to prosperity.
Do you think that the Republicans can take back the Senate in 2012? Do you think that they will, actually?
Well, I sure hope they will. And, as far as my campaign, we're going to be putting forward a very positive, constructive agenda for America. And regardless of who the opponent is, it doesn't matter. Obviously, it will matter, and we'll have debates, and we'll have differences of opinion on what's been going on, whether it's the bailouts, the stimulus spending, and this healthcare monstrosity, and EPA's unelected bureaucrats regulating CO2, which would cause skyrocketing electricity and fuel and food costs. So those will all be issues there. And there'll be big issues, and those are important issues to Virginians, including our right to work laws, which are under attack from these Washington liberals. And Virginia, Missouri, Nebraska, Montana, Florida, those will be key battleground states. I think we'll pick up North Dakota with not much of a fight. And that will determine, obviously, what's happening in the Senate. And I'm one who really believes that we can get this country back in the right direction if we restore these foundational principles of trusting free people and free enterprise and personal responsibility and opportunity for everyone, rather than what we've seen are dictates and mandates and redistribution and these liberals' desire to sap initiative by causing a dependence on government. That's not what had this country growing for centuries, and it's important for the future opportunities of future generations.
And following up on that, my last question for you, are you pleased with the lead that Virginia's taken in the battle to overturn Obamacare in the courts?
Yes, I am, Elizabeth. There were a lot of things that I was proud of what I did while I was in the Senate. We kept taxes off the internet and also provided an increase from $12,000 to $100,000 in a death benefit for families of fallen heroes and nanotechnology initiatives and so forth. But one of the best things I did was nominate Henry Hudson to be judge in the Eastern District of Virginia.
There you go.
And he made that decision. And I knew Henry Hudson from when I was governor and we abolished the lenient dishonest parole system. He was on the commission. And then the judge in Florida's decision was great too, because those were two great victories for freedom. That saying to the federales, to these elites in Washington, no, you have overreached. You cannot compel or force somebody to buy a product. And so those are good victories for the Constitution, which undergirds and protects our God-given rights.
Well, I do think that probably the entire country is thankful that you nominated Hudson, because he did great work for us there. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
The pleasure's all mine, Elizabeth.